DroneTalks is an online platform to spread ideas and to educate in the drone ecosystem. At DroneTalks, we discuss technology, regulatory, business, and ecosystem topics openly with industry leaders to enable and foster innovation for a better future.
Hi everyone, I'm Esther Kovac, founder of DroneTalks, and today I am talking with Anthony Vittone, who is the Chief Operating Officer at Droneup. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Esther. How are you?
Fine. How is everything at your side in America?
It's good. It seems to be going well. The spring is coming on, so we're all excited about that. And vaccinations are happening, so the country's getting ready to move again.
Sounds great. So my first question is that why drones? How drones came to the picture? I went through your LinkedIn profile and I saw that you finished the uni in law. So I'm just wondering from that, how you ended up, working for a drone company.
I was actually for 14 years at a consumer products company. And that company got sold off to another company out of Canada, actually. And so I worked on the transition for a couple of years and then decided to look for something else. And the chairman of Droneup is a mentor of mine and a friend of mine, and he suggested that I team up with Droneup. So I started with them in about 2018. I think I was employee 2 or 3 at the time.
So wow, you joined in a very early stage of the startups. I'm just wondering, what are you doing now and how Droneup looks like currently?
Yeah, so what I do at Droneup is I'm Chief Operating Officer for the company. And I sort of say that that's managing the operations of the company, both inside and outside. So inside, we have sort of the typical departments that lots of companies have, like finance and legal and HR and office management, and those kinds of sort of typical operational roles. And then outside the company, I also manage the pilot operations team, which takes care of all of the mission management and projects for all of our different clients.
So just out of interest, how big size-wise is Droneup currently from a 2-person or 3-person startup?
We have about 30 employees right now.
Wow.
But we're doing a lot of hiring. So I expect that to probably double in the next 6 months. So there's a lot of growth going on in the drone industry in general and definitely at Droneup.
How do you see the current status of the drone industry based on what's going on at your startup?
The industry as a whole, or the commercial industry as a whole, is really figuring out what drones can do in the marketplace and what they can do for different verticals. Whether it be the construction industry or real estate assessments or, infrastructure inspections, all kinds of different drone delivery, all kinds of different things that folks are just, a couple of years ago when I first started, it was more in its infancy and people were still maybe even quasi looking at drones as just glorified toys. Now it's like everybody's figuring out what the power of these devices can be and what they can do for lots of different verticals across the marketplace. So I think some of that is education, and that's what's propelling it as more and more people are getting educated and more people are starting to try out this technology. And honestly, we attribute some growth in the last year to year and a half related to COVID, because it used to be people would go out and put people on planes and have people go meet with folks in person, do infrastructure inspections and do analysis on different assets that they had purchased or go take a look at different things that they had acquired. But now, what the COVID did was basically have them accelerate out, utilizing drones to do all of that and capture those assets remotely. And so we can go out, send a drone pilot out to capture it all, put all of the imagery up into a cloud, and they get everything they need.
I see the same changes coming slowly. And as soon as people understand the benefit of drones, they want to use it. As soon as they can compare 2 different technologies and the productivity level of the 2 technologies, they usually choose the drone technology to solve problems. And I went through your webpage and I saw that you're involved in different verticals like agriculture, construction, as you mentioned as well. So I'm just wondering here, which vertical is the most popular currently?
We do a lot of work on residential roof inspections, and we've done thousands and thousands of residential roof inspections, and that's really a growing part for us. I mean, if you think about the way that those things are done before and way they can be done now with drones, doing a residential roof inspection used to be the only way you do it is you get a guy to go up there, or a lady, not to be sexist. You get somebody to go up onto a roof, walk the roof, and possibly doing more damage to the roof and the risk of that person falling off. And they don't really capture that great of data. They take a couple of pictures with their camera and that kind of thing. But that's one way. That's the way they had been doing it. Or I can have a drone pilot go out, take all the pictures they want. He stays safely on the ground. Nobody else touches the roof. And we take all these different pictures, and you have a lot better data. So it's cheaper, quicker, better data. It's just an overall better program. So that's sort of one example, which is the residential roof inspections. The other is that we're really focusing on and doing a lot of work on is drone delivery. And we finished a program. We just did a program for Walmart where we delivered COVID test kits in 3 different cities across the United States. And we're essentially folks that lived within a mile radius of a particular Walmart could get a COVID test kit delivered to their house. And it was a terrific program because it, kept everybody socially distanced, but then people got an opportunity to get a COVID test kit delivered to them and not either get infected or reinfect other people from that interaction.
Fantastic. That's really interesting. So if I talk about these deliveries, I'm just wondering what's people reaction when they see a drone delivers, the kit or the medicine or anything. Did you ever experience, or you received any feedback from them?
Yeah, we had a lot of people who were really fascinated by the whole concept of drone delivery. We had folks who would record the entire interaction and were recording the drone coming to their house, and then they posted it on YouTube, and they were so excited about it. I'm not sure what they were more excited about, either the drone delivery or getting the COVID test kit, but there was a lot of really positive reaction to it, and I think it really becomes really a launching pad to see where drone delivery can go from here. It's not a far leap to say we're delivering COVID test kits now, and we can be doing prescription drugs next. And so, we could easily be at a place soon where you do an appointment with your doctor online. That doctor calls your prescription into the local pharmacy, and the pharmacy delivers it to your house, and you haven't left the house at all. The appointment was done in your house, and the drugs were delivered to your house for you to get well. I mean, it's very much in the foreseeable future for that to happen, and I think it's probably one of the next steps that drone delivery will take.
You know what I love the most in this? It's solving real problems. Medicine is typically something which needs to be delivered at your doorstep. I think, it's great if a coffee is delivered by a drone, don't make me wrong, or a book. But, right. A lot of time people has no resources or help or family member to go to the pharmacy and, help them, and they need ASAP the medicine if they are fighting with diabetes, for example, or other, everyday life issues could be solved with solution, right? I really like it.
Also, a lot of communicable diseases like, say, the common cold or the flu or even COVID. They're transmission a lot of times in places like pharmacies, because that's where people are going to go get the medicine to make them feel better. But at the same time, while they're there, they're spreading the disease a little bit more. So if we can get to this place where we're able to deliver these home remedies and prescription drugs to your house, then we just reduce that communicable disease from really infecting it out into the community, and then we can get a control over those diseases a lot quicker and easier.
Fantastic. And talking about drone deliveries and people's reaction, I was just wondering, what do you think about social acceptance? Where are we regarding social acceptance, and what can we do as an industry to drive forward?
I think social acceptance is probably developing right now. I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot of folks who are excited about drone delivery, but also a little nervous about drone delivery, and what the regulations will be about it, and the intrusion, on their lifestyles. But I think it'll be something that eventually the convenience factor of it will be so positive for everybody that they're going to want to. They're going to want to continue to push the boundaries on what we can do with drone delivery.
Totally agree, Anthony. Thank you so much for the interview. It was a great pleasure.
Oh, it was great to be with you today, and thank you for including me.
Brought to you by DroneTalks Online, a platform designed to spread ideas and educate in the drone ecosystem. Search for DroneTalks.online to hear from more of our industry leaders and to find out how you can get involved.